Hi there, I'm Alex Flood, and you're watching NME with J. Smith Cameron, or as you know her, Gerri from Succession.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. Good to be here. Logan's children are quite messy. Everything they seem to do with the company ends in disaster, it seems, and Gerri has to clean it up.
That's true.
What does she secretly think of them?
I think she thinks they're morons.
Yeah.
And also they're not. I think she knows they're not. They're actually have innate intelligence. I just think she's. I do. I think she just thinks they have not grown up in a real world. They've never had to do anything to earn a living, and they're sort of infantile. So, yeah, that's what I think Gerri thinks, and that's what I.
Can you tell us a little bit about Gerri's journey in the new episodes?
It's hard without spoilers. So I guess I would say that Gerri has a little more responsibility, although she kind of knows how much that extends and doesn't. And I think that everything gets ratcheted up. Everyone's stakes get higher in season 3.
I read an article earlier, and the headline was Roman and Gerri better get it on in Succession season 3, or we riot. That's a lot of pressure, no?
Yeah, it's a little late. It's in the can, you know. Get the National Guard out.
Yeah, you're going to have to deal with all these riots now.
I know. Well, I don't want to give anything away there either, but, that's Gerri is a very disciplined character. Plus, I didn't start this, he did. So, I think because there's a business plan at stake, too, that I think Gerri's always trying to train that attention that he's giving her towards an end that's not destructive. And that sometimes I win and sometimes I lose at that. So.
Kieran Culkin, who plays Roman, of course, I've been watching him in interviews, and he seems more than a little bit like Roman himself. Do you think, is that kind of put on a bit, or is he really a lot like Roman in some ways?
It's not put on. That's not fair to say, I don't think. But I'm sure it's, it's tuned up, because when you play a character, and we haven't finished the season that long ago, you do have, everything is closer to the top drawer of the cabinet, and he's a bit like that in that he's kind of a imp, so so I think, he's already a bit like that, but he's not quite so snarky and unbridled, and he doesn't go around acting privileged in real life.
He's not a psychopath either.
Really. I don't think so.
And you two have known each other for a long
Yes.
time, haven't you? When did you first meet?
Oh gosh, I think actually it was maybe in London, because he did my husband's play here 20 years ago or something like that. This Is Our Youth. It had a revolving cast. He was in one of the casts. It may have even been here, but I've known him, and then Rory his younger brother was in You Can Count on Me, one of my husband's films, and then Kieran was in Margaret, and I was in Margaret, and then we did one of Kenny's plays together, and so, we're all friends as well. I mean, Kenny's quite close with him as well, my husband, so, yeah, I've known him for years, and, but this is the most we've ever had to act together.
Yeah. And the writers actually got their inspiration for the Gerri-Roman kind of relationship plotline from the way you guys interacted on set, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah, we had this one time where we were, we'd finished the dialogue and they didn't say cut. So, when that happens, you have to go on, carry on in character. So it kind of just rolled into this sort of flirtatious repartee, and then as I left the scene, I kind of checked him out, and then he kind of checked me out, and I think they were laughing. But Kieran tells it that we, it's true, we were kind of joke flirting all the time on the set, and he would call me mommy girlfriend, and I would call him baby man. So I think they just I think they do pick up on everyone's chemistry and try to lean into that and take advantage of it.
If you had to pick one episode, you don't have to tell us what happens in it, or just the number.
Oh, from 3? From season?
Yeah, from season 3, that you're really excited to see how people react online and the fans kind of on the message boards. Is there one you can kind of tease us for us?
Well, obviously the finale, but I'm not going to say a word about that.
Even us interviewers haven't been allowed to watch the last 2
Right.
episodes. So
I haven't seen it, so I don't. I don't actually know what made it into the cut. But that goes without saying, because it's a cliffhangery kind of show. But I think it's 5, the shareholder event. There's, the episodes always center around some sort of event, usually do. And although, actually, there's a few others. There's ones that I'm not in that I can't wait to see.
If we're being completely honest, none of the characters are what you might call a good person, maybe? Apart from maybe
Definitely.
Gerri.
I don't know if Jerry's so.
But who is the most evil?
Gee. I think it's a toss-up between Logan and Shiv. Don't tell Sarah Snook I said that. Sarah is a lovely person, and so is Brian.
Shiv is like a kind of out there choice there. I wouldn't have picked her. Definitely
Really?
Logan, but why Shiv?
I think she sort of knows what she's knows what she's doing more than the two guys. I mean, Kendall's emotionally very mixed up, and Roman is sort of spoiled baby who's kind of putting it together quickly, but he's getting savvier. But she really kind of she aims to kill. Like she knows what she's doing. Her nickname is a good name for her, Shiv. Is that a term in
Yeah,
England? A shiv,
Yeah.
Like a jail knife, like.
That's so
a good
good.
nickname for her.
I mean, unsurprisingly, the two lead women in the cast are the ones that are the most competent.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's like life.
that's true, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he writes great female characters, and there's more and more. There's more female characters yet in season 3.
It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, Jay.
Likewise.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.